Shy, where you been at? Where you been at, girl? Yo, we gotta talk.
Every second, every minute.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Shy here, and yes, I am back with another video, y'all. Today is gonna be a really serious kind of video, so yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Your girl haven't posted in a minute, but I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I promise you I am. I'm back. So before we get to the nitty gritty, because as y'all already can see by that thumbnail and that title, today we're gonna be doing a story time. But before we get into it, I have a few things to share with y'all because I was supposed to be posting a lot more often, but because of everything I was going through, yeah, that stuff was put on pause. Okay, so yeah, y'all. So number one, so if you guys seen on my community post on YouTube, right, I was supposed to be like picking some type of name. I had did like a poll type thing so that way I could have a little cute nickname for y'all, my viewers, all my subscribers, all of my loves. So we finally have a name. Drum roll. Y'all are going to be called ShyDolls. I like that. I really like that. Now, keep in mind, I do have a lot of male viewers also. So I don't know how we about to do that. But yeah, ShyDolls won because when I put the poll up, I need y'all to, tap in and vote. So it was a lot of other options too. I was going back and forth between two of the options that I had on there. But y'all, I like ShyDolls. I think that's cute. I like that. So yeah, that's the name. That's the name, period. I definitely want to have like a little cute name just to build community, just to, have some type of, a vibe kind of going on between me and you guys. So yeah, I think that name kind of works. I think it works. But we're gonna figure it out as far as the male viewers. Cause I know that's gonna be like a thing. Gonna be like ShyDolls, like, I'm a whole man already. We're gonna figure it out. Plus, it was a Ken doll. So, yeah, y'all can be the Ken dolls, period. So, yeah, like, I'll be using y'all name more often, like, just to kind of, like, build that rapport. I'll be using y'all name more often because I think that's kind of cute. Oh my god, they got a name. I'm legit. Yeah, y'all. ShyDolls is gonna be your name, and yeah, that's that. And also, I also want to share with y'all this. I wanted to start a series based on like how I've been feeling recently. Like, just been feeling burned out, just been feeling like very overwhelmed. I definitely wanted to rebuild my channel back up. Post more often. Build that kind of community that I need and that you guys need because I know the gems that I be dropping. I know I be reading y'all comments, and I know that you guys appreciate all of my content. And I love it so much, and I love you guys so much. So I think a series based on that, based on like rebuilding my channel and like becoming more consistent is very like good. I think that's a good idea. What y'all think? So the series will be like based on rebranding, rebuilding, just building up my channel again, even though my channel, I'm at like, a good number of subs right now, but I want to reach a certain level. So I think rebuilding and like always constantly reminding myself of my reason why, why do I want to have a channel? Why do I want to have a community, an online community? Why do I want to do this? I think always like reminding myself of that is always going to keep me, motivated to post more. So that's always good. I think sometimes as creators, we can get like lost in the sauce. Some of us are moms, some of us are college students. Hello. Some of us are going through real life issues like outside of this YouTube stuff. So I think always reminding ourselves of the reason why we do this is always important. Always important. So look out for that first episode because I will be dropping it soon. I am feeling somewhat better in my health, so I'm definitely going to post more. Than plus some things are coming up. So we're going to definitely get into it. The first episode for that series right there will be dropping soon. We'll be dropping soon. So don't forget to look out for that because it will be coming. It will. All right, guys. So for the thing that you guys all been waiting for, the story time. Child, where do I even start? Because the girl has been battling in her health. I know at my young age, I know. I've been really going through it in my health for the past month or so. So we're going to get straight into it. Okay, Shy, why were you in the emergency room? Why? Now, we're going to take it all the way back to like the beginning of October. I wasn't really feeling well. I don't know if I shared it previously in my channel before, but your girl has been like dealing with like a lot of female related issues, you know what I'm saying? So like I can say it because I know we right here with it. So your girl has been having like irregular periods, like mood swings, stuff like that. So I'm like, is it like PCOS symptoms? Is it like, and my doctor was saying before like maybe it could be that, but I never got tested to see if it was actually PCOS that I was dealing with, but I've always had symptoms regarding that. But since I've always had irregular periods, I wasn't really looking for that type of thing to happen, but it did. So I'm like, okay, boom, a win is a win. So when I noticed that it was a whole 2 weeks of this going on, ladies, a whole 2 weeks of pain, of bloating, of all kinds of stuff, dealing with that time of the month for a whole 2 weeks, that's not normal. 2 weeks of dealing with that is not normal, y'all. It's not normal. And yeah, I was really scared. I didn't know what was going on because I'm like, this is just not normal. I don't like the way I'm feeling. And then I just felt very weak because I guess I was losing a lot of blood. I think that I needed to go to the urgent care to see like what can I get done, or like a blood test or whatever. Like, what can they do, y'all? So I went to urgent care. They said, oh, this is not normal whatsoever. We want to take you to the emergency room right away. When she said that, I was like, what? Like, are you serious? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. When she said that, I was like, emergency room. Mind you, like when I went, my appointment was like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And then when she said that, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be in this emergency room all night. Yo, I didn't get home until 1:30 the next morning. So, okay, I went to the emergency room. They was like, okay, something is not normal. They took my blood and all that. They checked my blood pressure. They said my blood pressure was really high for my age. I'm like, mind you, like, you know how like when you're eating or when you're doing your daily activities, you're not realizing that things have salt in it, like in your food. Like, you're not really eating actual salt like that, but things have salt in it, like cheese and other stuff. So you're eating and you're doing whatever you want to do. You're not really conscious of what's going on. Like, Shy, this has some salt in it. Like, what are we doing? I'm just doing me, but I'm not really eating salt like that. But I'm like, okay, like, why is my blood pressure so high? Then I'm like, okay, stress. That's me. That has been my testimony, my story, the past 3-4 months. Been overly stressed, overly tired, just worried about my life choices. Like, am I making the right decision? Should I be a part of school right now? Like, should I be in it? Should I really do it? Like, what do I want to do for my life? How do I want to set my life up? Because right now I'm at an age where, listen, even though, yes, my life is not supposed to be perfect right now, but we're at an age where, we want to kind of understand what we want to do in our life, like what career, like what kind of path we want to be on. We should know this by now. So thank God I know it. But it's like, I think in the back of my mind, I'm just like second guessing it all. Like sometimes we can have those moments where we just like, I don't know, girl. I don't know. But I think I was having that moment, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was just like, I got the stress of it all. It was just kind of like wearing me down. It was just kind of like a huge weight on me, and I think it showed up in my blood pressure for sure. So when I went to urgent care, of course they did like the blood work. They took my blood pressure and all that stuff, of course. And then it took them a long time to call me back there again to finally get my results. So I got the results. They said they wanted to do a vaginal ultrasound to make sure everything is good. Like my uterus is good, ovaries are good. They just want to make sure everything is good. So they had to use the camera to see what's going on. I had like a regular ultrasound before, never did the vaginal one. So that was kind of like, that was very uncomfortable, but I ain't mind because I just want to figure out what was going on with my body. I was trying to figure that out. That was just the top of my priority list. Like, I wasn't caring about how it felt. I'm like, okay, like it just felt uncomfortable, but after that, and then of course I had to do like the chest x-ray thing because they said I wasn't like breathing right. They were just making sure everything was good. I'm like, okay, something is not right. Like, what is going on in my body? I was very, very scared, but I had to get it done. So they was saying like, you know what, we're going to try this medicine for 10 days and then that's supposed to stop the bleeding from happening. So that's what I did. So it did work. But then she was like, expect to have another one after that 10th day. What you mean another one? I was not trying to have another one. But okay, I mean, you're the doctor, so I have to listen to what you say, right? But I was not trying to go through that again. So here we are again, currently going through that process again. But it's been at least a week and a day, and I'm not understanding why is it lasting longer than my normal, because my normal time frame for like the monthly type thing, ladies, my time frame is a week. Literally 7 days and then I'm good. But over the week limit, like I've never experienced that until now. So now that I'm getting all the knowledge that I am getting from my doctor, now I kind of see it was more of a, bigger issue than what I had thought originally. Okay, so that was that. Then literally, y'all, a week later after that, literally a week later, I was having bad chest pain, shortness of breath. I was feeling really dizzy, really lightheaded. I'm like, no, this is not good. I need to go get checked out. Period. I need to go get checked out. Went to the same urgent care. They was like, oh no, your blood pressure is still high. We need to send you right back to the ER because something is not good. And then at the ER, not the ER, at the urgent care, they did like a EKG thing reading. They stick the, a EKG thing. So they just wanted to make sure that my heart was good. Everything was, good. So when she printed out the reading, the screening, I don't know if it's a reading or a screening, y'all know what I'm talking about. When she printed it out, she seen that it was kind of like abnormal in one area. So I'm like, don't tell me that, because that's going to make me nervous even more and my pressure is going to be even more higher. Like, you can't say that. But I was just crying. I was just so worried about, like, why is my results reading abnormal? Like, what is going on in my body? So she was like, you need to go to the emergency room right now. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's just go. My mom, she took me to the emergency room. The lady was trying to put me in the ambulance. I'm like, my mom is here. Like, she can just take me because the hospital is not far from me at all. So my mom took me. Mind you, my mom, she works from home, so she had to take me to the emergency room every time. And then, she was kind of missing out on her sleep for work the next day. I felt bad. I really did, because I don't want my mom to have to deal with my stuff that's going on. Then they was trying to put me in an ambulance. I'm like, absolutely not. It's not that deep. At least what I thought, it wasn't that deep. But my mom ended up taking me off. So yeah, we finally got there. The doctor, after they did all the blood work and all that stuff again, they checked my pressure. She was like, okay, you definitely have undiagnosed hypertension. And when she said that, it's like my heart literally dropped, because my mom has hypertension. I believe my grandma does too. On top of that, my father, he had passed in his 30s. He passed away in his 30s from a heart attack because of hypertension. That's not good. When I heard the doctor say that, I literally was like, this cannot be happening. And it immediately brought me back to my dad, because he passed when I was 1 year old. So I don't want to say I never had a relationship, because of course I know for a fact my dad loved me, but it was just the fact that I cannot remember my own personal relationship with my father, because I was so young. I was only 1 year old. So like, I was a baby. So to hear that I had hypertension and they was saying like I was showing signs of like heart attack and stroke, when you saying that to me, I was just like very nervous, because I'm like, I'm 24 going on 25 in like a month or so. I don't want to hear nothing about no heart attack and no stroke. I'm like, what? I got so much life to live. I'm not trying to hear that right now. But when they said that, I was so scared. If y'all been in my shoes, y'all will understand like how I kind of feel, because losing a parent, like when you only have one parent in your household, it's like a hole that needs to be filled that can never be filled because your other parent is no longer there. So like when you hear stuff like, you have symptoms of the same thing that they passed away from, it scared you. I know it scared me. And I was like very nervous. I was very like scared. Of course, I'm a church going girl. Like I was praying, God, listen, I'm going through right now. I need you to, number one, calm me, give me the peace. Give me peace. The peace of God is going to literally calm me down. Because right now I was just nervous, like what is going on? I was just really battling with my health at the moment. At that time, I was very scared. But I'm like, I had to remember that, listen, God knows all. He sees all. He knows all. He is going to help me through this whole process, this whole journey. I had to listen to my doctors. I have to do what they say. But right now, it's just like in the hands of the doctors as well as God, amen. But I was just very nervous about the whole thing. Very scared. Very, very scared. So, y'all, after all that, the doctor, they sent me home. They said that they said it was going to put me on like a blood pressure pill just to kind of like, reduce my numbers, which is fine. So that's what I'm currently taking now. And then also, like, as far as that time of the month, ladies, I've been taking this tea right here. That's what I've been drinking this whole entire time. This tea right here, I don't know if y'all can kind of see it, but this tea is really good. It's the organic healthy style, supports healthy menstrual cycles. Raspberry leaf is the flavor. But I heard that raspberry leaf is very, very, very good for that time of the month anyway. So this tea is right on time. Shout out to my sister because she had this on deck. She was telling me to take it. I'm like, I don't need that. And I think let's bring that up too, because sometimes when we know we need something for our health, we know we need to take medicine. Just take it. I know for me, I don't like taking like more than one pill. That's just a subconscious thing. I just don't like it. I just be feeling like I'm an overdose. So like, I'm always thinking of the worst, and that's not good. That's not good at all. And that's what I learned about myself through this whole journey. Like medicine I wanted to take, like, cause I'm not used to taking blood pressure medicine and medicine for my cycle, to regulate it. Besides birth control, cause I was on that at one period in time, but I stopped because of how it was making me feel and how it was making me look. It was making me bloated and stuff. So I'm like, we're not doing that no more. But as far as like having medicine to take like a lot, being on a schedule like once a day or twice a day, whatever, like I just wasn't used to that. So it made me very scared, very worried about like how long am I going to be on this medicine, like what is going to be my next thing. My sister, she had this tea already in the house because it definitely helped her. And if I can find that other tea too, but if not, I'm going to definitely put a screenshot somewhere on the screen. But that helps as well. So if you guys have like period cramps that are like really bad, or if you don't have your period at all, it helps with that. And that was my thing. Like I wasn't getting my period. So when I was taking that tea, it was doing its thing. You know what I'm saying? So this tea right here, it is definitely good. It's tasty. It definitely helps with that time of the month for sure. So ladies, if you do not take this tea during that time, I think you should definitely start taking that tea. But yeah, so y'all, overall, like my ER experience is very scary. I was very drained, very, very tired. I posted somewhat on my story. I'm gonna put that somewhere on here as well. I posted on my story, like I've been in this hospital for entirely too long, since 7. Like I'm very tired. Literally, friends, family, and like the viewers, y'all really had show love, and I really definitely appreciate it. But throughout this whole experience, this is what I've learned, and I wrote down. If y'all see me looking down, I wrote down some notes. So listen, this is what I've learned. My overall lesson: it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. You need to start taking care of yourself. You need to start getting your checks at the doctors, at the dentist, at the eye doctor, whatever it is. Check on your health. Double check with yourself, because you don't want to assume, oh, I'm young, my health is fine, and then when something come up, now you want to be so concerned. You need to be concerned all the time. You always supposed to be, well, not concerned, but you always supposed to check in with yourself all the time. It doesn't matter how old you are. Check in with yourself, because it's very important. Like, because your health is wealth. Your health is wealth. Because not a lot of people can easily say, like, listen, child, I've been where you are, but my results were 10 times worse, or my results were better. It doesn't matter, because we're all different. But not a lot of people can say that they've been able to get the resources they needed. Some people can't afford it. The government is going through some stuff right now. A lot of people, their government support is getting cut off, is getting shut down. So if you can afford it, if you have, your medical insurance, stuff like that, go handle that. Don't just assume that you're okay. Don't just assume that your health is okay. Double check with yourself. Double check, because you just never know. Sometimes it's cases where you're not even showing symptoms of stuff, and then when you go get checked just to have like a little regular checkup, you ended up having something you didn't even know you had. You know what I'm saying? So always check with yourself. Always double check. Okay, like our health is good. Yes, I have irregular cycles, but I'm going to my OBGYN. I'm double checking with myself, making sure everything is good with Miss Ma'am, and we making sure that we're good. We're not just skipping over that. If you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you have, whatever it is, I know some people that have asthma. My sister has asthma. I know a few people that have asthma. If you're not breathing right, check with that, because you don't want to be asleep, and then we don't need that happening. So double check with yourself, because that's important. I know for me, like working out, eating right, I'm going to be doing that so much and actually sticking with it, because my thing is, I love to preach that. I love to find ways where I can learn how to work out differently. That's something I can actually stick to. But it was just how can I even say it? It was just like the inner thought, like, like, what if this don't work out? All the negative thinking, the stinking thinking we gotta get rid of. Get rid of it, because you're never gonna grow. You're never going to be better if you keep listening to that negative stinking thinking. So listen, find what works. Don't be on social media and trying to mock what you see everybody else do. Find your rhythm. Whatever your rhythm is, do it. Don't copy what somebody else is doing, and then because they have amazing results, you think you want to get the same results in the same time frame. Now, mind you, if you're doing the workouts, if you're doing that, of course you're going to be looking just as good. But find your rhythm. If you're working, if you have kids, because all of us have different lives to live. So whatever your schedule is, find out ways to incorporate you in that, so that way your health is being checked on, your mental health is being checked on, because during this time, my mental health has been tested. Okay. I had a mild case of, I don't want to say depression, but I just felt like defeated. I just felt really down and out, and I just felt like, what the heck did I do to myself? Like, what is going on? Why am I going through all this stuff with my health? But it's not something that I did. It's just a natural something, with our bodies, because all of our bodies are different, ladies. So whatever it is that you have to do for you, do it. Be on top of that. And don't be afraid to share your story, because I know for me, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to say this story. I don't know, but I know you guys have definitely been, loving on me and supporting why can't I talk? I know you guys have been supporting me and, sharing your love and support. And I definitely appreciate that. Those that actually did, I definitely appreciate that for sure. But definitely check in with yourself overall. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter, because I'm young. So I didn't think I would be taking the medicine I have to take now. But with the proper tools, working out, eating healthy, doing my mind resets, meditation in the morning, praying and meditating and woosine, I bet you I will be off that medicine soon, because I'm definitely going to push myself despite how I feel sometimes, despite how negative thought can be in our minds sometimes, because that's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. We're always going to have those moments of uncertainty, of like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. But you have to have, just like how loud that noise is, you have to be just as loud. You have to be just as proud of yourself and of your achievements and of what you can achieve if you keep going. Because if you stop, or if you just second guess yourself, you're like, I don't know, girl. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. If you always saying that, you won't ever do it. You won't ever see how good life can get for yourself if you stop, if you don't push yourself, So I am done with the story time. I do appreciate each and every one of you that has checked up on me, text, called, inbox, DM, whatever. I do appreciate it all. I love you guys so much, and I promise you I will be back more active on YouTube, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, ShyDolls, and also put on that notification bell so that way you are notified every time your girl posts another video just like this one. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for loving on me as I love on y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.